to another episode of Wheelchair Wednesday here at the Wheelhouse. We in the old Wheelhouse here with special guest Mr. Ricky Mercado. I'll give you one of these too.
Pull up a chair, roll in and stay.
With no seatbelt, and
We got a couple honest things to say. Every story's got its sideways turns. Every scar a page where somebody
I'm
learned.
doing this. I do this all the time. I do this in public. And my friends are
Welcome
like,
to
"What are you doing, man? What's up?"
Wheelchair Wednesday. Take the weight off, stay a while.
like with everything, it puts a little bit of
We'll talk about the hard days. We'll laugh about the why. Every week. Has a story to tell today. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday.
Oop, not yet. Not yet. I forgot what buttons to hit. Welcome to another Wheelchair Wednesday. My name's Wheelchair Rick. I'm a T3, T4 paraplegic. Today we have a special friend that you may or may not have just seen because I accidentally pressed the button. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain from Florida. But before we get to her, let's go ahead and roll the intro. Welcome to Wheelchair Wednesday. All right, let's welcome Lindsey Bills to the show. What's going on, Lindsey? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, we are rolling along at I think episode 126 or something like that. So I'm feeling pretty good. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Now you've seen a couple episodes, so you kind of understand how this works. Before we get into all the crazy stuff, go ahead and tell people who you are and kind of what happened and why why you're in a chair.
Okay. I'm Lindsey. I'm 22. I got into a car accident and basically crushed my C5 and broke C6 and C7. So I'm completely fused from C4 to T1, and I have function in my legs. So I guess that's a brief intro.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much right to the point, right? Now you've seen the show before. What made you want to join like so quickly? You like
I just honestly, I said yes before I watched a few of the episodes, but then
I was
watched it and I was
surprised.
like, sure.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, sure, we'll get you on here. Yeah, because normally people are like standoffish, and it takes me a minute to get people to jump in.
Yeah, I think honestly, why I did it is to like, if somebody new is in this situation, or if like somebody has questions and they don't know,
Right.
like everybody's different, so it's good to get multiple like point of views, I guess.
That's exactly why we do it. When I was in the hospital, that's what it is. You search on YouTube. I looked at YouTube as like the how-to to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like after my injury, I'm going straight to YouTube and I'm typing in my injury to see who else has my injury and what they're doing.
Yeah.
So you said they fused you, right? So when you got injured, and I seen the pictures right before we went live, using like a Cadillac or something like that.
Mhm.
What exactly happened? You guys like rolled over, or what happened?
Yeah, so we were just messing around in the woods, being dumb, drinking a little bit, trail riding, and we were drifting around a corner and we just like caught a soft spot and it caught complete traction and came around and then went down in an embankment. So basically we flipped upside down and the tree crushed my side of the car.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'll show the picture if it's working.
Oh, there it is. Yep. Yeah. That thing is crushed. Yeah. That's a pretty big crash.
Yeah, it was crazy. I spent like probably 2 months in the hospital, and then another month I went to Brooks Rehab.
Mm-hmm.
So
How, now, so you were in there for what, like 3 months total?
yeah.
Um, what do you think was the biggest thing that helped you in the hospital?
Honestly, rehab was a lot better because in the hospital, like it took over a month for me to be able to go outside, and I was still like hooked up to IVs and all different types of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, I mean that's kind of what I meant is the whole thing. Like rehab, yeah, rehab obviously was way better. What was your favorite part of rehab? I mean, for
Mm,
me, it's hard to say that because I despised it. I just wanted to go home. But
yeah, no, honestly, I was kind of a biatch the whole time. I was not having a good time. I still would like get up and go to my therapies and do like everything I needed to do and try my hardest, but it was like a mental battle. It was really discouraging,
mm-hmm.
especially because I had just turned 20. So
Right, yeah, to be young, so young, and have to go through so much is crazy.
yeah,
I was
but
33 when mine
honestly,
happened, so
like
yeah, it was. I can imagine.
it took like probably I think like 3 months of being home before I could stand by myself, and I think the only reason I like could do so much and got so far in such a short span of time is because I was home and had to do it. If I like, obviously I could ask people, but like I feel like a burden doing that, so I just would try my hardest at home. In rehab, it was like really isolating because I'm not in a comfortable space. Like I don't, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It's after I got home, it's like you almost feel more comfortable and you want to try more on your own to see what you
Yeah,
can do. You gotta test your own limits, sort of thing.
yeah. I
Um.
also had like a lot of crazy experiences in the hospital because like I said I didn't really so like for the first 2 weeks I couldn't even pick my arms up. Like it was like from neck down. I couldn't pick my arms up for like 2 weeks, and then
Oh man.
I was like pretty sedated. I was in the ICU for the first few weeks, and I like remember it a little bit, but what I like my first memories of everything is like hallucinating from all the drugs they had me
Oh
on.
man, yeah.
So
I got some hallucination stories. You got any funny ones
um
or any crazy
I
ones?
don't
Or
know if I
like,
should say it, like if it's bad.
I don't know, man. I mean, some of the stuff they put us on, it's like but that's part of it. That's part of the journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that makes the
I
whole
don't
thing up.
know. So there was this balloon. You know how in the ICU you can't bring like gifts and stuff in?
Right, right.
Like it's right outside of the room.
Uh-huh.
So there was this balloon and it kept moving around when the AC would come on. And I'm not even going to say the whole thing, but basically I was hallucinating that it was a doctor that kept coming in the room. And I was like, what the fuck does he want? Like, why does he keep coming in?
Getting all mad at it.
Yeah.
Right, right. Um, I had so many different ones. One of my favorite ones was probably when I like woke up and I told my fiance, I said, "Babe, you gotta chain me to this table." She's like, "What do you mean? You're not on a table." I thought I was on like a bread truck and I was like chained to like on a table. I said, "You gotta put me on this table so I don't move." Last night I got up and I went to Walmart and I seen these ducks and these frogs that were floating in
Yeah.
this like overturned bread truck. So I got in and we started dancing, and it was, I don't know, it was horrible.
Yeah, no, I hallucinated that. And then, like the big industrial vents on the ceiling?
Mm-hmm.
I was hallucinating a bunch of spiders,
Oh, that's
all
horrible.
sizes, crawling out.
Yeah, I didn't have nothing like that. That was nuts. That's probably all the
Yeah.
different, like, because nowadays they put you on like, all the experimental stuff with fentanyl and
I
everything
was
else.
on, I think, like, it was morphine and fentanyl, and then, like, also, like, oxy. It's like oral
Oh
pain
shit.
medication.
Yeah, that's a lot. Sorry, excuse my language, but
Mm.
yeah, that's a lot. All right. Well, so you're in the hospital, you get out. How long have you been injured for?
So it happened June 18th of 2024, so just 2 years passed.
So you're pretty new, and this question's probably going to be a simple one for you. It's the one where I asked if you could go back and change it, and that day not be driving around like crazy people and flip the truck, but you lose all your relationships and all your knowledge that you have thus far since the accident. So you lose all that, but you go back to where you were. Would you go back, or would you stay where you're at?
Honestly, like I haven't really gained any new relationships. I would say like the knowledge part, yeah. So it's like a torn question there or torn mentality there, but I think I would go back, but like I said, I was so young. I'm
No,
still
yeah,
so
yeah.
young.
I think,
So,
and there's plenty of time for you to like kind of figure out who you are in this new life of yours because
yeah.
I mean technically like you said, now you said you can stand up and people are like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" They called you what? Super quad or something like that?
Yeah. No, that's just a term like I've heard of like incomplete quads who have function of their legs and can stand because
Mhm.
it's like on paper you're a quadriplegic and when people hear that word they think a certain thing, but you're not, like it's different.
Right, right. Um so if you get up and you like stand up a little bit, how long can you stand for?
If I'm holding on to something, probably like 5 minutes, but just balancing by myself, anywhere from like 30 seconds to a minute.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't really have a handicap accessible house. We have steps and stuff. So there's like ramps that I wheel up.
Right.
And so, like, putting on my clothes and stuff, I don't do it in the wheelchair. I just stand up on the side of my bed. So, like, balancing to do that is sketchy sometimes. I've actually fallen doing that.
Yeah, it's almost like, but I think in order for you to keep gaining, you have to do that. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
like if you have an ability to do that, I think that you should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not one of those people that's like, well, don't, why even risk it? I wouldn't even do it. Just, like, nah, just do it. Just be careful. Um, now, since you've been home, have you noticed any improvement, like in your movements or like feeling or anything like that?
Yeah, so when I first got home, I couldn't stand for like months, like I said. So it was like, I don't know if you experienced this, but because mine was after COVID and they were still doing all types of weird stuff, but my rehab doctors would like make me do Zoom meetings with them. And when I started standing, they were like, "Whoa, what?" Like,
Like,
because
how
they
are you
didn't,
doing that?
yeah, they didn't expect anything like that. Like when I got injured, I was honestly like I said, on all those medications, I was saying a lot of crazy, like, what is the word, off the wall stuff.
Right.
And they were like, "I'm sorry, like, no, this is what it's gonna be. You're never gonna walk or stand or do any of that." So,
That's horrible.
yeah,
And I've heard that time and time again where um, they've literally like just beat people down. Like you're not gonna do this,
yeah,
can't do that. And it's like, are you just telling these people that so that they can try that? Maybe it's like a
yeah,
psychological thing, or do you
maybe,
genuinely not know like anything about anything? Like tell me you don't know anything by saying that. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like for me, I don't know. It's different for me. Everybody's different. Every injury is different. You know what I mean? I learned a lot of stuff afterwards. Um, but yeah, it's still to this day it baffles me that SCI in the medical field is like new. It's still fairly new. They don't know
yeah.
a
There's
whole
a
lot
lot of
about
like
it.
doctors and nurses and stuff that like don't know how to handle it at all. Like I said, the CP, the PTSD I have from this whole situation, and like it also goes into the hospital and all of that because they like improperly put me in a Hoyer when when I was taking my first shower because
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't for almost a month because I had staples in my back and I had a wound in my neck. So, yeah, the first time they put me in there, they like ripped me open because they put me in there wrong and my legs went
Oh,
apart.
that's
So I
horrible.
just don't like those situations, don't like doctors. Like, I don't understand how that could have happened.
No, it's like it's almost like the people that are there to help you don't realize like they don't know like a lot of them are just people that have you know filled out the application. They're there. They're there to help. They're not necessarily
Yeah.
doctors. They're not necessarily nurses. They're just like
Well, in the hospital I was in, I went to Shands in Gainesville, and they required it to be a nurse to do a Hoyer lift or anything like that.
right. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's the hospital situation. If it's not a rehabilitation place or if it's not like a specialty place, I've heard just
Yeah.
nightmares. Even in my own hometown, Jackson, Michigan, I was
Yeah,
there
I
and like
mean,
I
like,
was cussing everybody out.
Shands, they say, like, has the best surgeons, but yeah, I don't think the rehabilitation care is the best.
Um, I don't have my original notes, but I have my or I don't have my new notes, but I have my very original ones that I started out with at the very beginning of the whole wheelchair Wednesday. So I guess we'll go back to this throwback.
Okay.
Um, dating slash married.
So, yeah, it was actually me and my boyfriend in the car, and we had been together for about 6 months at the time. So, in December, it'll be 3 years that we've been together.
Oh, and you guys are still together?
Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, that was way too loud. I apologize to all my headphone listeners and people across the world on podcast. Um, so he's helping you out then. He's sticking around. He's like kind of learning
Yeah, I mean,
everything
I
and
don't really need help with anything anymore unless he decides to pack the trash in to where it's 50 pounds.
oh yeah, I'm sure.
I pretty much do everything on my own besides like heavy stuff like that.
I hate not being able to pick anything up anymore. That's my biggest like, being a guy, being a man, we're supposed to be like, oh, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like super tough and strong and helpful and like that kind of stuff still gets to me. I hate it because I have to ask somebody
Yeah.
to help me. You know what I mean? And I can do so much, but it's not the same. Um,
That
well,
was,
that's
yeah,
good.
definitely, though, your probably follow-up question. It was definitely like a curveball and really hard at first because, like I said, for months I didn't really have function. So that was hard. He wasn't working, and like we didn't really have an income, and he was just helping me. We actually moved back into my family's house for about 6 months, I think, after my accident.
Okay. Did you have insurance?
Yeah, but I have like, so my parents actually died when I was younger. My mom died when I was 12, and then
Oh,
my dad
damn.
died when I was 14.
Sorry to hear that.
So I was like in the foster system when it all happened because my mom had like full custody of me, and my aunt adopted me. So because of that, I have like state insurance, like Sunshine, Medicaid, basically.
So just yeah, the run of the mill. There you go.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Here's a
Yeah,
plastic
actually for
wheelchair.
me to get into Brooks, I had to get they call it Florida Blue, like Blue Cross insurance,
Mm-hmm.
and it was $600 a month just for the insurance for me to just get into rehab because they had no available beds for my type of insurance, and they were on a huge waiting list for those patients to get in.
Yeah, it baffles me that we've been through, and I say this all the time. We've been through so many like medical miracles, and we've developed like cars that can drive and park themselves and all this, but like we still have to like struggle just to get the basic necessities after an injury that
Yeah,
may or may
I
not have
mean,
been
this
our
is
fault, but like still.
might be controversial, but I think they do have cures and they do know, but
They're
they make
yeah, keeping it
money.
to themselves.
They make money off of that stuff.
Uh-oh,
So
uh-oh.
people
You
needing
better
the
be careful.
government,
Right.
medicines, all of that.
She's walking the thin line. No, I'm
Yeah,
just
I won't say
joking.
much more.
Well, no, it's and that's what's stupid is you can't even talk about it anymore. If we criticize it, then you know what I mean. Like they shove us down in the pigeonhole, and nobody ever hears about it anyway. So
Yeah,
trust me, I know. I've been there. They've done it to me. I try to be cool, but I can't be both things at once. That's why we're trying to. I don't know, tone it down, but I it's to the point where you have to say something. You can't just shut up. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Because like I'm not one of those people that can just zip up and not say anything. But now I see why they did the marches and stuff back in the 70s and the 80s for like ADA rights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It needs to be another one, and I'm down. Like I'm down to go for sure. I'm going. I'll camp out
Yeah.
if I have to.
I'll
Shit.
put my can't remember what it's called, the smart wheel that goes on the back.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
power
That's the
wheel thing on the back will go.
babe. What's that called? The smart wheel they put on the back of the wheelchair. Smart drive, isn't it? Smart drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did they give
Smart
you a
drive.
watch too for it?
Yeah, so I have these like I don't know.
Because they
They're
got buttons, and then I
completely
got
under
like
my
a.
wheelchair. I have the actual like buttons to
Yep.
use it with, but they wired it all like under my wheelchair, and one
Yep.
day I was really agitated. It was hot, and I was trying to go into the store, and I put the wheelchair together and somehow got the wiring in there, and I was wheeling forward and just stripped the wiring, completely ripped it all off.
Oh
So
no.
I can use it with my watch now though.
See, I was with my watch the first time I tried it, and because it's like a Bluetooth, and you can do like you can do the tap, and we were trying
Yeah.
to tap. Well, like I did the tap for like full speed, and then she was like, "Okay, now go ahead and tap again." And I tapped again, and nothing happened. She was like, "Okay, hold on, tap again," and I'm flying. Like I'm like, "What do I do? What do I do?" Oh my gosh! I crashed into a concrete bunker, skinned my knees all up. It was fun.
Yeah. It's funny because I was like testing it out. Like I really don't use it. I've probably used it like 5 times because
You
my
gotta have a
boyfriend's
clear
always with
zone,
me.
yeah, because people in your way and everything,
Yeah.
like it may be
I've
an
tried to use it in
airport
the
or.
mall and I'm like locking up my tires like they're spinning because people just walk in front of me and
Yep.
I'm not trying to hit them with a motor in a
Mm-hmm.
wheelchair. But yeah, one time I was like the same situation. I It's a double tap on the watch to make it stop,
Oh, that's
and
what
I
it is.
kept
Yeah. Yep.
double tapping, and it's not stopping. And you know those concrete, like the Walmart,
The
how they have
parking.
the sliding doors and there's concrete right next to it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I'm like locking up, going into the concrete.
Yep. See, we both got concrete barrier stories.
Yeah,
I just realized I have an Orlando shirt on.
yeah, that's funny.
We went to Orlando last year, and it was the hottest day of the year in I think it was like 14 years. It was 114 out or something like
Yeah, I
that, or
believe
40
it.
years.
It's been pretty miserable down here.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine, man. Like in Michigan, it's hot today. I think it was like 93 out. Felt like 102 or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
crazy.
That's another controversial thing. If they weren't
Yeah,
fucking with the weather, we'd
I
be all
have my
right, huh?
own theory about that one too.
Mm-hmm. I feel like that frog sips tea. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, what is your biggest pet peeve about being in the chair?
Um, Probably just like the inconvenience. I can't just get up and go.
Mm-hmm.
Things are a lot slower. I have to plan. I have to make sure like I'm somewhere I can go to the bathroom, like stuff like that. Just
Yeah,
the inconvenience of it all.
it's a pain in the ass for sure.
Or I have a cat and he just likes to walk up and knock everything down. So,
Cats are assholes. I'm telling you, they are entertaining
yeah.
if you have just one, but once you have multiples, it
I
just
just
becomes a
have
pain
one,
in the
but
ass.
he's enough.
Yeah, no, for sure. Some cats can be, especially if they're males. They feel like they run shit.
Yeah, it's a boy.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. What about something you wish you could do now that you can no longer do?
Probably go ride four-wheelers and stuff and have so like 2 months out of rehab before I could even stand on my own or anything, I went and rode a jet ski by myself. But it's obviously kind of sketchy because my hands don't work that well and just like you have to have like core and leg strength to grip the jet ski
Yep.
to actually have fun.
Right. To
So
turn and go crazy.
I
Yeah.
went like 30 miles per hour in a straight line, but I can't turn or do anything like that. So just being able to like do stuff like that or go kayak
Right.
because I live by a bunch of springs. I grew up right by the Rainbow River, if you've heard of that.
That's I have heard of the Rainbow River, but I've also so kayaking is something that I got into right before my accident. Like we were doing it like
Mhm.
every year for like 2 years beforehand. And then after the accident, I don't even feel comfortable jumping into a kayak or a canoe or anything now because it's like
Yeah.
if I go over now, I can't just stand up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'll have to try to like swim or whatever. I don't know. I hate it. I hate especially deep water. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, this is also another story. Me and my boyfriend went out and we took my uncle's John boat down this river that connects to the ocean,
What's a
but we
John
were
boat? Is that like a one of
it's
those
like a
fishing
little
boats?
aluminum boat that's
Okay.
like 4 feet wide. Probably it was a 10 foot long, but
Mm-hmm.
like probably 4 feet wide. And I was actually sitting I can't remember if I was in my wheelchair or lawn chair and we put like a little cushion on it. But he was throwing this cast net. If you know what that is, it's like this huge net
Mm-hmm.
that you throw and you catch
See
bait
if
in
you can
it.
catch something right, pull it in. I
Yeah.
see the guy
So
from Michigan. He went down to Florida. And he was doing that. What's his name? The guy with the tea company. Oh shit, I don't know. I'll think about it. Anyway, go ahead.
yeah, so he threw the cast net and rocked the whole boat really hard, and I was like, Hayden, Hayden, and I
Oh
just fell
no.
out.
Oh no.
And I had not been swimming at this point. There was like at Brooks there was a swimming pool and like aqua therapy, but I literally did not have the function to do that.
I
So
never did it. They offered me to do it, and I don't like water. I'm not a water person. Like
yeah,
I'll take a shower, but like that's about it.
it's different because I've grown up by like springs and rivers, and the beach is only like 2 hours.
Are you still into it, even though like all that shit's happened? Are you still wanting to get into it and do more, or what?
We've gone to the beach probably like twice, and we've gone on the river a few times. It's just honestly like not fun for me if we're not like on a boat that has shade or like a
Yeah,
top on it.
where you can just kind of relax and just
Yeah,
let
because I
somebody else
still
do the
have
work.
like a lot of problems regulating my temperature and like sweating and stuff. I only sweat like on my head or the
For
back of my
sure.
legs.
Oh, I hate that. I wish that's one thing that I wish I could do is sweat normally again and like actually feel
Yeah,
tired again. Like when you used to run or jog, you used to get that tired feeling. You
yeah,
don't get that anymore. I just have that rubber band feeling all across my chest. Like right here, it just feels like a tight ass rubber band. And then it never goes away. And then there's a railroad spike right in the middle of my back. That's fun. Do you have any pain? What's your pain like?
yeah. I get pretty sore every day, honestly. My back
Yeah, because they had to fuse your
cracks
shit, didn't
like a
they?
whole bunch.
Yeah,
It's
like
really weird when I like they say like how you're supposed to push up and relieve pressure
yeah,
off your butt.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'll do it like this, like I'll back up. You can't even see really. But I'll do it like this and use both hands and like stand.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I see what you're
And
saying.
my whole back will like crack down. Like
Oh
from
gosh, it'll go.
yeah, like from the top of my surgery down, it's like
Oh,
yeah.
ooh. My shit, like
And
when my
my
shit
my
cracks, it
hip,
makes me like, ugh.
yeah,
I can't imagine having it every
and
single time.
rehab I had this like super crappy chair and it was not fitted for me at all and I flipped it backwards and think I was on concrete, but thankfully it like mid-air I'm backwards and it slowly went into the curb and I went into the grass because it hit the curb.
Ah,
But
man, and you're
yeah,
only 2 years in. Like, you better calm down. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Let me ask you this: did they give you an option to get a power chair?
they did, but in the beginning, like when I first got there, like I don't know. Basically the whole time they were pushing for me to get a manual chair and they were like you can probably do a lot if you put your mind to it, blah blah blah. And then
Yeah, the rehab people want you to work and work and work and work and work and hard, hard, hard all the time.
yeah. So I got a power chair to use and I used it probably for like a week and a half. And then I was like, in my mind, I was like, okay, they're right. Like, if I do want to do more, I'm going to have to work and do stuff every day. So I, like, when it came down to it, and they were like, okay, which wheelchair do you want insurance to pay for? Because we're trying to fit you and get the one you want, blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay, I'll just do the manual one. And insurance paid for the smart drive on the back. So that's why I did that.
Ah. I kind of wish you would have just got the power chair. Then you could have sold that and then got a manual, got a power drive, got
Right.
smart drive, got this, got that. You could have got a whole bunch of shit. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to. Insurance, listen, okay? I'm saying you guys need to fix it all. Cause I had auto, so they gave me like the choice of this, that. You can have this, you can have that. I choose to be in
Mhm.
my power chair because I drive a lot, so like I lock in to my van. Um,
Yeah.
do you drive a
I don't have a
vehicle?
wheelchair accessible car.
I mean, you
That
can
would
still
just
drive
be
a
a
car though,
whole
right?
nother thing, a whole lot cost, huh?
You can still drive a car though, right? Like,
Yeah.
do you have? Can you move your foot at all?
Yeah. So I drive with my left foot. That's probably also controversial to people, but
Is that
I
like
do
normal?
fine.
Did you
So,
do that before the accident, or is that like a new thing?
um, sometimes I would drive with both feet before the accident.
What
I
in the
don't know.
world? What are you driving? A paddle boat? Like, oh,
No, honestly though, I knew how to drive stick, and it was just
I get you.
more
Yeah, yeah.
comfortable that way. I drove a Ford Ranger for 4 years
Babe,
before
did
my
you hear that?
accident, so
The Ford Ranger. My fiance, she learned how to drive on a Ford Ranger too. A stick shift. I drove a stick shift Ford Ranger. That's how I learned how to stick shift. In the middle of winter in a 1988 Ford Ranger. This damn thing barely had heat. Let me tell you, that fucker worked though. I'm telling you, it's a good truck.
mine was a 2002.
Hey, Ford Ranger is a Ford Ranger. Any way you look at it, you know what I mean. Those
Yeah.
things are tough. Did they got that? They got their own theme song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
know you've
don't
heard it. We can't. I don't want to sing it out here because I
yeah.
cuss enough. But
I had the truck when that theme song came
no
out,
way,
so
you were
I
you
would
were you were
do
blaring
Ford
that.
Ranger shit and
You was she was out there blaring that shit. What's the biggest thing that helped you the most after your injury?
getting my independence back and like a sense of freedom. But it was like really hard before. I felt like I wasn't gonna be able to live like obviously this isn't normal. Like it's never probably gonna be normal. But like a sense of being able to do stuff on my own.
Right.
It
Well,
was
you have
really
to.
like hard
Yeah,
at
you got to
first,
find your
relying on
identity.
everybody.
It always comes back to that. You got to find out who you are really, and you know what I mean, like what you want to do for right now, and who. Like, I don't know. I feel like being in this position, you have two options. You can say, "All right, I'm just gonna kind of hang back today and not do anything, and be in pain and be a victim," or you can say that I'm gonna get up and kick this thing in its ass, and we're gonna do some shit today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's. I mean, there's both kind of people in the world. Um, But no, there's a lot of people out there that's doing a lot more now, I've noticed, than since I was even injured. So, like, even in my 6 years, 7 years almost, like, there's leaps and bounds compared to what was 5 years ago. You know what I mean? So, oh, what about this? Let me ask you this. If Elon Musk gets this thing ready to put the chip in the back of your neck, are you going to take it?
I don't know.
She had to think about it. She's like, ah,
I'm gonna have to see the trial run for the first few years with everybody else.
right. Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if they can try to cure my pain that I deal with every day, then maybe we'll do that first and then we'll talk about everything else. But I don't know. I'm just kind of like, if I'm here, I'm here. If I can take the medication without getting Alzheimer's or crazy or whatever, then I guess I'll do that. But I'd rather not take anything. I envy the
Yeah,
people that don't take any kind of pills. You know what I mean? Are you
I
on?
don't.
You don't take anything?
Mm-mm. No, they sent me out of rehab with like. So when I first got there, I was literally on like over 20 different medications, like when I was in the hospital.
Damn.
And then in rehab, they had me down to like 14 or 15, and that's what they sent me home with.
Right.
So I basically I was on oxybutynin for bladder spasms.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's like supposed to can help control your bladder spasms because I was like I don't have to catheter or
Well, a
anything. I do
bladder
it my
spasm, like, so a bladder spasm is like what? So something like spasms, and then you like
so like how
pretty
your
much
arm spasms
right,
and me when I have to use the bathroom really bad and my bladder's full, it'll spasm
and just
and
start
like say go.
right, right, right.
So it was like to help control that and figure out like how to use that muscle.
Man,
So that's like the only thing I kept taking, and then the baclofen to help with my muscle spasms. But everything else, they had me on like Cymbalta, like I can't even remember all these medications. It was a lot.
Yeah, baclofen helps a lot with what I do. What is your thoughts on psilocybin and like psychedelic mushrooms or anything like that? Have you read into that or seen that?
No. So I had partook in that before my injury, and I don't know if I would like that now.
You know, I have a friend. Her name's Gina Shu. She has a couple pages, but she just did a thing where she was talking about it. And for me, like I've done it before. I've taken a stem, like of a literally this big of a stem of it was like a penis envy mushroom or something like that.
Hmm.
And my legs did this for 4 hours straight
Yeah, I've heard of
and
that
did not
happening to
stop.
people.
I had to go in my room and just lay back and listen to Mike Rowe for 3 hours. Like it was, for some reason I just wanted to hear the guy from Dirty Jobs. Like his voice was so soothing. You know what I mean? Today
Yeah.
on Dirty Jobs, and I'm like, yes, Mike, tell me about it. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. It was weird, but they've said that helps your like feeling come back. So people that don't have feeling or the tinglies or whatever, it helps with the
Yeah.
nerves or
No,
something
I
like that.
have feeling. It's just like certain parts, I guess, feel a little bit weird,
Thanks,
but I
TJ.
still
Appreciate
feel
that.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. All right. Moving on down the line. What is your biggest like hobbies before and after the injury? So what did you do before? What do you do now?
Yeah, before you would find me in my Ford Ranger somewhere in the woods riding around or just with friends. I like to shop a lot. So, now I really like I haven't found much hobbies that I like. I don't think there's like really a big community of people, or I just haven't found them like where I'm at.
Right.
So, I don't know. I still like my boyfriend has a big family and they like to like get together and have a like grill out or we go bowling or do stuff like that. So I still do stuff like that,
I
but
don't
I
mind
don't really
bowling.
have any hobbies now.
Right. Well, I would recommend video gaming. That's what I do, and it's kind of fun,
So
kind
I
of
have a
relaxing.
Nintendo Switch and it just gets so stressful because my hands aren't working
Oh
like my brain's telling
shit.
them to.
Right, right,
And
right.
I just I like Red Dead Redemption. That's like my favorite game.
Dude, they have these like they got these adaptive controllers. I mean, they're kind of big, but they work like awesome. I got a couple friends that use them. You should definitely check that out.
Yeah,
Uh,
I honestly just haven't looked it up.
yeah. And then man, I got a couple guys that are like I can't even think of their names now, but they do like streams or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I stream, but I'm not like a streamer. I'll get on, I'll play a couple hours a day, and then I'm off. Like these guys are
Yeah.
streamers. Like they sit online on Twitch or Kick or whatever, and they make money like all day long. And some of them pull in like $1,000 a week, $1,200 a week.
That's crazy.
One guy had to cancel his Social Security disability because he was making so much money. I was like, well,
Yeah.
damn, that's a good problem to have, bud.
Right.
If we could only all of us be that
Right.
way, you know what I mean? Um, all right, moving on down the line, we got a couple more here. What about travel? Do you like traveling?
I haven't really traveled since my injury, like, got on a plane, but I'll do like 5-hour car rides. I don't let anybody drive me, I drive myself,
You can
so
make it to Tennessee in 5 hours.
really? Well,
Probably. Well,
depending on
depending
what
on where
part of
you're at
Florida
in
you're in.
Florida, right?
Yeah,
We
my
went
sister
from.
lives in Mississippi, and I think she told me it's like a 6-hour drive exactly.
Yeah, probably.
She lives in
Are
Gulfport
you
by
further
the
down
ocean.
like towards the Panhandle? Or are you down on the bottom? Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm like by Tampa.
Okay, I don't know where Tampa's at, but that sounds far from the border of Florida and Alabama and all that.
Or
See,
like
because
St. Pete.
I came from Columbus, Georgia, or something like that, and it made we made it down to Orlando. Well, then like, okay, so we drove through Tampa. Okay,
It would probably be like 4 hours from there, I think.
right, right. Are you familiar with the Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we went. That place.
Oh, that's cool.
It wasn't cool for me because I'm not a Vampire Diary fan. I am a Dukes of Hazard
Yeah.
fan, and guess how many Dukes of Hazard shops they had there? Big fat
0.
zero. None of them. They had one T-shirt that I bought and a freaking bracelet. I was so sad. I was like the kid. I was like the kid that goes to Disneyland and then figures out that Disneyland's closed for like
Yeah.
the summer or something. I was mad. All right. Last question I have for you of the evening. What would be the best advice that you could give to a newly injured person?
Definitely just taking it day by day. Don't focus on like for me, it was like I was locked in to like what's gonna happen, what am I gonna do, how is the future gonna look, all of that. I think it's just taking it day by day and doing the best you can. And a lot of the people like that I work with and physical therapy and all of that, they would tell me like as I'm going to bed at night, just imagine myself at a place that I like running down the beach or walking down the beach. Just keep implementing that in your brain, like that motion and regaining those things. Like it's definitely for me, I think my spinal cord was severely damaged, completely crushing my C5 and then breaking C6 and C7. I think the spinal cord was completely damaged. It's about building those neural pathways again. And like if you have an incomplete injury and you have like those, so like I'm saying like my toes started wiggling. So like if you have those little functions, just being dedicated to, and like telling yourself that
Don't
it's
give
gonna
up
be
hope.
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Keep it going. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. You heard it, folks. Well, Lindsey, I appreciate you coming on. Stay with us real quick. We're gonna let everybody go, and then me and you will follow up afterwards.
Okay.
If you guys would like to see Lindsey more, we're gonna put all of her stuff in the description here after we get done doing the live. We're gonna check back on YouTube or Facebook. It'll be in there. Then you can click and find out where she's at. Besides that, is there anything else you would like to say to the people before we leave?
I don't think so. Thanks for having me.
All right, awesome. All right, everybody. Stay tuned and for the next one we got coming up here next week. Should be a banger. And then appreciate you. Follow us on everything you can. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that crazy stuff. See you next time here on Wheelchair Wednesday.